BB851, turn right, heading 180. 14 Papa, turn right 245, report localizer established 27.
The crumbling state of the aviation industry has left multiple carriers struggling to find a way out, struggling to also muster up the funds to ensure their survival, and struggling to determine just what will get them through this global pandemic. The Cathay Pacific Group have been just one of the many that's been struggling, and today the carrier announced a major restructuring plan that'll see the removal of thousands of jobs, the adjustment to one of the airlines within the group, and a whole lot more. Cathay Pacific is currently using HKD 1.5 to 2 billion every single month. The restructuring plan has been initiated with immediate effect in order to bring those losses down significantly. The airline is quoted at saying they want to reduce the losses by around 500 million HKD per month. This, though, will not come overnight, but it is something they want to happen sooner rather than later, and something they're going to be working towards. As part of this, they're going to be cutting approximately 8,500 positions across their entire group. This essentially means a quarter of the jobs within the group will disappear. As Cathay said, though, the 8,500 positions equates to 24% of the established headcount within the group. On top of this, they plan on freezing recruitment. The thing is, though, through the freezing of recruitment and the natural departure and need for no new jobs, they'll only actually be needing to cut 6,000 employees from their group, which will be broken up by 5,300 Hong Kong-based employees, and finally 600 employees that are located in other areas of the world. Executives are also planning on taking pay cuts throughout 2021, and there'll be no salary increases or bonuses for 2020 across all key board members to help with the ongoing crisis. Moving along to the main story of today's video, and as you've seen from the title, that's the closure of Cathay Dragon with immediate effect. Something that makes logical sense given the current crumbling state of Cathay Pacific. Continuing with the Cathay Dragon brand could have had an even more disastrous effect on the group. However, with Cathay Dragon currently being part of the Cathay Pacific Group, which of course includes also the main carrier and HK Express, the airline, while it will be disappearing, will be merged into these two, with the group currently in the process of seeking regulatory approval for the services that the airline operated to be transferred. It would mean that HK Express would likely take over the shorter haul services, maybe where demand is not as high as they have smaller aircraft, and then for the mid to longer range operations, and especially the ones that are in high demand, Cathay Pacific would take them over, likely with the Airbus A330. Cathay Dragon is relatively new. You might have previously known it though as Dragonair, before Cathay Pacific rebranded it only 4 years back. It's also known for sharing the same livery as Cathay Pacific, but notably with a red colour scheme. This is the main way you can differentiate the two if you were, say, plane spotting at an airport. Mr. Tang, who is the Cathay Pacific Chief Executive Officer, said, "Over its 35 years, Cathay Dragon has earned a well-deserved reputation for excellence, thanks to its outstanding service and distinct hospitality delivered by a remarkable team." Adding, "I believe in this plan, and I know we will prevail. We remain absolutely confident in the long-term future of Cathay Pacific, the Hong Kong aviation hub, and the critical role Hong Kong will play in the Greater Bay Area and beyond." Cathay Dragon flew just over 40 aircraft and operated with a full Airbus fleet of A320 family aircraft and the A330. It was mostly seen throughout Asia, whereas as we know, the difference with Cathay Pacific, they're more of a global airline that's featured in all corners of the globe, from, say, Los Angeles to London. Cathay Dragon was seen more in the likes of China, Japan, Indonesia, and more. Thankfully for an airline like Cathay Dragon, while naturally there'll be job cuts, there is Cathay Pacific still there, part of the same group, and HK Express that'll absorb up the airline rather than see it completely disappear. Of course, it will not fly with your classic Cathay Dragon branding. However, it will still somewhat continue to live on with the knowledge that specific services will continue flying on, just with other airlines within the group. It isn't, say, a situation like maybe that of Thomas Cook or something else. From me, and I know everyone watching this video, to those within the Cathay Group now facing severe cuts and watching this video potentially, we wish you all the very best. If you have any thoughts on the future of Cathay Pacific, and especially what they're going to be doing with Cathay Dragon, do not hesitate to drop them in the comment section below. As always, thanks very much for the continued support, and I will see you all next time.